Hello everyone, Blue Star Saber here once again to discuss another One Piece chapter review, chapter 1036, also titled Bushido is the Way of Death, and all that stuff. I'm a bit late on this chapter, so I'll get right to it, but before we begin, the cover page in which we see the Straw Hats in snowy getup, let's see, at least from the looks of it, or at least wearing some sort of coats, are trying to jump up top of roof buildings, and there's snowy and melting ice from what I can tell. Yeah, it might actually be ice and some stuff with like Nami sitting on the windowsill, Brock running, Jinbei just standing there smiling, Frankie looking on with Luffy, Sanji trying to feed, Nami treats and all that stuff. And stop climbing on the chimney, and Luffy stretching to reach a further chimney and all that stuff. It's a sort of fun straw hat to a double spread. But anyway, on to the actual chapter. We first continue where Zoro has done his final slash blow to King, with King thinking about Kaido. Witzy flashing back to him with Kaido asking if he really thinks that he's Joe Boy and all that stuff. Let's see. Ending if it really is the world that he wishes for. Let's see. The King says, well, legends are legends and all that stuff. Anymore. As he says, like, he doesn't really seek anything from, let's see, Kaido anymore. His life belongs to him. So he says, all he requests is that Kaido continue to be the strongest there is out there. And he won't lose any fight himself, and he'll make him the king of the pirates. With like blood coming out of King's mouth. Zoro remembering the promise Lee did to Luffy, and how he'll never lose again until he becomes the king of the pirates. Let's see, with Luffy smiling on that. Let's see. With Zoro then, let's see, within the flashback of that coming to Zoro think, well, I might as well just become the king of hell and all that stuff. Kind of like how Rayleigh was the Dark King. But anyway, we get a sort of like, let's see, an epic pose of Zoro just holding his three swords, as you will, with like black sort of zappy things around them, if you will. Black, well, hockey, really. Sorry, I should probably be more specific. Anyway, with Zoro using his swords to, let's see, reduce like his fall and head back to, I believe, let's see, the island before he collapses. Anyway, we see that one of King's wings is actually being sliced off as it goes like the battle outside the dome, right brain tower, winner Zoro. I thought one of those one of those watchers for the Beast Pirates, if you will, the transponder speaker people, about a flying one, ends up allowing to connect to like the one with the CP0 agent, or at least the CP0 agent still at their guest meeting place, where she reveals that King has just been defeated, with the CP0 agent shocked that all the lead performers and the Topiropo are all down, commenting that while this is a great state of affairs, but saying that there's still two monsters left in the battle, one of them being like, who can render every small victory the Straw Hats and their allies have had meaningless. As we cut to Big Mom fighting Law and Kid, and it appears that Kid has got some Metal Gear thing. Let's see, Metal Gear. He's riding on the Metal Gear table as he's getting his arm ready to try and punch Big Mom, and you have another one grabbing a sort of homing support beam, if you will. But yeah, Big Mom's just fiery and angry, from the looks of things. Anyway, we cut to the talking about how a map of outside Omegashima showing where the capital coming closer and all that stuff, explaining what's going on if Omegashima falls in the capital and explodes with gunpowder. As it comments how talk about how if Luffy defeats Kaido, the flames would disappear, causing Omegashima to fall with the explosions, and 10,000s would die. Not really realizing if they go as they're enjoying the fire festival, aware of the danger nearby. Though Momosuke in his dragon form says that you will not let them go there. as well as a second menace with like the spirit of like Kanjuro's hatred on Orochi's orders, seeking to explode Omegashima in midair, and heads down with Yamato in pursuit, which it's kind of strange how Yamato, its opponent for this arc, seems to be a Kanjuro's flames of hatred. But anyway, we got to the door of the basement with like what's a numbers member called Rookie guarding the door of the basement. So let's see, with Yamato commenting that they don't have the key to beat him and all that stuff. Let's see. So he asks Fuga to take him out. Let's see, Roki take it out, which Fuga just charges in with his centaur and horn things, pushing through the door and breaking it and all that stuff, much to Rookie shock, which shows, I guess, what happens when you let your guard down and sleeping. So anyway, Yamato's through and thanks Fuki as he asks Fuga to keep Roki down for him as they're probably fighting off screen. Anyway, we cut back to like the inside the second floor, first, crawl space, as Brock is using a skull. Actually, Usopp, I think, is using a skull blast grass as the Beast Pirates are trying to capture the Akazuri Samurai. With Uma Usopp just commenting that he can't keep doing this, otherwise he's going to die as he runs out of energy. With one of the Beast Pirates commenting about how Usopp is worth 200 million. With Kimimon telling Usopp to leave him and take Kikoku. With Kiko saying, "No, I'm done for. Save him." With Usopp just telling, it's like, "Would you two shut up? I'm saving both of you." Let's see. Look, Usopp making a funny comment about how, wait, why are you telling me to, let's see, well, actually says, "Shut up and I'll leave both of you and save my own skin." But then he goes like, "Wait, what is the point of me even being here? What's it with you samurai and death wishes?" As he takes, "What use is your pride taking responsibility through Hakakuri," which I think is some sort of self-sacrifice term in Japan, or some Japanese samurai honor thing, but now Usopp goes like, "I'm not a fan of this culture of yours," as he ends up, shooting more Beast Pirates and telling him how, he clings to life with snot running from his nose if he has to. He doesn't care how pathetic he looks. Let's see. He'll do what he does to survive, as it's the reason why he's standing here today. Which seems to have moved both Kikoku and Kimimon. Let's see, as I think the Beast with Usopp saying, "Why you?" With I think Beast Pirates mocking Usopp and the samurai for pulling off their raids. As more of them get close to him, I think one of them is a smile user, showing that, of course, not all of them have been, taking out. Let's see. Though Izo comes in to save Usopp and ends up shooting all the Beast Pirates in the area. With some Beast Pirates wondering what a former Whitebeard Division commander is doing here. Let's see, as some of them are wondering that, while another says he saw Marco on the performance floor. Let's see, Usopp not sure who that is, says thanks though, but as Kimimo realizes who it is, and Izo ends up telling his, brother, but I guess, Kikoku refers to herself as a woman. No, actually, my mistake there. My apologies. Actually, it's Kikoku that's saying brother. I fear, though, Issa says not to speak anymore. They have plenty of time to talk. Wait, as he takes off the top of his shirt to reveal the Kokosuki symbol and tells them to focus on their survival if they truly believe in Straw Hat Luffy, that is. Let's see, as Izo tells God Usopp to take them to safety. Well, Usopp, being a bit shocked, he knows who he is, but is flattered, and tells Hamlet to let them get out of here. Anyway, we quickly cut to like the third floor with where we see Raizo and Fukuro, where his ninja rival. Fuka drew something, telling him to undo this paralysis jutsu. Let's see, saying that he's defeated him, but Raizo says to undo his first. Let's see, with him just saying, fine, I'll do it, but unfortunately for you, the flames have reached you first. My paralysis will fade as soon as you're dead. Though Raizo says that he's a vassal lord of Elden, you call this heat, he doesn't even feel it. Anyway, we're back to the treasury room on the second floor where Orochi is, and him wondering whether or not he's dreaming or waking to life, but he's wondering what's taking Fukuroji so long, as he must escape before the island blows up. With Kurosaki asking, is there something wrong? No, he says nothing's wrong, but is requesting to play the song he loves, which he agrees to. And anyway, we cut to the second basement floor where, let's see, damn it, let's see, worst generation, Appo, I think, yeah. Worst generation. Let's see. How can I? Let's see. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Yeah. Scratch Benapoo. Sorry. I can't believe I forgot the name for a second. Telling them that we gotta get. Let's see. Telling them to get out of here as the guys are facing us bad news, and says it's as he apologizes to both Sankey and says so long Drake, as it's revealed that one of the numbers has been taken out by what appears to be the mask CP0 that has a handle on his mask, while the leader one has defeated Drake, with him commenting that it took longer than he expected, and commenting he was tough. With the other saying Appo got away. Now they get a communication asking if they caught Robin yet. No. They said not yet, as they were interrupted. And tells them that hurry, they should leave the castle. The lead performer, as it's revealed to be the other CP0 agent that's here, telling them the lead performers are down. Telling them if this new generation should actually win this battle, it'd be massive news that will fan the flames around the world of incidents occurring all over the world as they speak right now. And what happens in the next several minutes will be the course for the times to come. As we get panels of Sanji healing, let's see, Killer somewhere out fighting still, though with his mask cracked. Beppo fighting with a few of Law's pirates, and Sora knocked on the ground unconscious. Law and Kid fighting Big Mom. Let's see. Though I think the CP0 agent says that while that's true, he's wondered, don't you think they've already hit the limit of what a human can achieve? As this more further emphasized that Kaido might not be human. Anyway, we cut to Luffy and Kaido fighting. And with them, let's see, hitting each other. Luffy punching Kaido, him blocking, and then him hitting Luffy in the head. But then Luffy using a rock gun, punching Kaido in the face, sending him flying for, let's see, a few meters. With Kaido then laughing, and Luffy also laughing. With Luffy then commenting that he's having fun now. With Kaido saying, so is he, ending the chapter. Okay, first of all, let's see, with Zoro versus Sanji, this chapter has been confirmed and end with a narration that, yes, that's the case. And it's interesting to think that due to the fact that King's people, the Luvarians, seem to have stories about Joe Boy, and King thinks that Kaido might be Joy Boy who will change the world. Though Kaido doesn't seem to be completely convinced, though he seems to be smiling, though. In a similar manner to what you would probably expect with Luffy and all that stuff, so who knows, perhaps maybe this is signs of Kaido being different from when he was in his youth, but a more idealistic pirate before becoming the monster he is today and all that stuff. But yeah. But it's interesting that, in many ways, these flashbacks kind of show, as well as Witsy with Zoro thinking about the time he promised Mihawk, after his fight with Mihawk, Luffy, he'll never lose again. sort of show how much King and Zoro parallel to each other, as King is Kaido's right-hand man and first recruit, as well as Zoro is considered Luffy's right-hand man and the first recruit he had to the crew and all that stuff. And they both made similar promises in the sense of like how they will never lose for their captain's sake and all that stuff until he becomes the Pirate King. So it's like that, but it goes to show that with Zoro beating King, it's similarly like, let's see, the Straw Hats will come out on top and Luffy will be the king while both King and Kaido fail. But yeah. But it goes to show just how much of a bond that Kaido and King have, which despite Kaido saying, I'll offer you a free fight against an All-Star and all that stuff to the Topiropo, it goes to show how much trust King had. It goes to show just how much, let's see, just like when King gave Kaido his sword, it goes, this is like this, like this. This shows the more of the sort of, let's see, sort of probably friendship or bond or trust, level of trust you have between, Kaido and King and all that stuff. But yeah, but now that King is defeated, and I must admit I'm a bit surprised that Oda had one of his wings cut off. Now you have let's see, that's all the All-Stars defeated and all that stuff, which shocks the CP0 agent, which he must admit that is a bit of a, which I have to be honest. Let's see, the Beast Pirates were originally surprised that 2 Topiropos have been defeated, and it's never happened before. Granted, the Beast Pirates have remained, the communicators from the Beast Pirates have remained clever by not revealing that this time that all the All-Stars and Topiropo have been taken down, because no doubt that would definitely destroy the morale of the remaining Beast Pirates on Kaido's side and all that stuff. It's like, it's impossible! All the elite officers have been defeated, because that would definitely do that. But like the CP0 says, all that remains are, the 2 monsters that are the Yonko, Kaido, and Big Mom. Let's see, this battle will still be in their favor unless the Beast Pirates' favor, unless, of course, those 2 are taken down and all that stuff. But which I must admit, this is one of the bits I will be disappointing where when the CP0 agent's informing that, the other 2 who are fighting Drake and all that stuff, while it's cool where it shows just how powerful the CP0 agents are for taking out Drake. Is this a bit disappointing that this fight was pretty much off-screen, which is a common thing with One Piece, but and I guess perhaps Oda felt like he showed enough of Drake fighting alongside the Straw Hats earlier, like Zoro against Appo and all that stuff, and didn't need to show him fighting anymore, so... but unfortunately, that means that he's taken down and one of the giants. But of course, Apple, being every man for himself kind of person, skips out in the fight and retreats with a giant. So I'm not sure if Apple is, going to be taken out by someone else on this island and all that stuff, or if he'll count anyone else, or if he escapes or not. But if he does, he'll escape with at least 1 number from the looks of things. So it looks like Appo lives to fight another day, but who knows? I could be wrong. For all we know, Oda might decide to conclude his story here, because it's like there's still at least 2 more members of the Royal Generation that he needs to get some more insight to, such as the Mad Monk Oog and of course Julie Bonnie and all that stuff. So who's seems to have some connection to Kuma. But anyway. Anyway, it's interesting that we get a bit more of an update with like the island with like Momosuke still trying to move it away from the capital and all that stuff. And of course, Yamato Ritsu's pursuit against Kanjuro's flames. Which, interesting enough, we end up seeing, I think, the last giant rookie of the numbers, though it's fighting Fuki. So granted, that will probably be off screen, so don't expect much. I think some people feel like, what was the point of the numbers? It's just more of just like some mini sub bosses, really, and all that stuff, just to say like, oh, you got these sort of like Aussies, but you have like now Straw Hats and their allies, taking them down to show just how much stronger they've come from Philip Bark. So there's that. Besides, Yamato's main opponent is Kanjuro's burning flames of hatred. I'm not sure if that means that Yamato herself will end up being the one to finally take out Kanjuro, even though I think some are still disappointed that it'll be Kimino, though granted, it's possible that granted, it's probably just more of the flames really, rather than Kanjuro, as he seems to be dying. So there's that. Anyway, it's interesting how Usopp and the samurai have a bit of a clash of ideals, where the samurai being a suggestion like, just leave us to die and all that stuff. It's like Usopp saying, no, I'm not going to do that. Showing his like, I think I've seen some people comment, maybe this is Oda's own commentary on some of his own country's traditions or not, but who knows. But then again, samurai haven't really existed in Japan for a very long time, but yeah. But anyways, but I do like how Usopp says like, live to fight on another day. If you're still alive, as long as you're still alive, keep trying to survive and all that stuff. Don't embrace death just yet and all that stuff. As he tries to get them on to living, but ends up getting saved by Izo. And it's kind of funny how Usopp seems to be just excited that a Whitebeard division commander actually knows his name. So it will be interesting because he's now like God Usopp and all that stuff, though his infamy will probably increase more since he boasted of taking out 2 Toppiropo, even though he was more of assisting in defeats, but who knows. But yeah, I am very curious about the 5th Division commander meeting Usopp, since Yasop and him have a history and all that stuff. So I wonder if that'll be commented on when the Straw Hats finally possibly either meet more Whitebeard pirates or Shanks. But yeah, but it seems like we've got at least Izo. But I do kind of like how Izo's being taking this seriously with taking off, showing his Kazuki clan mark symbol as he's defending. Buying time for Usopp to escape with like his with like Kikaku and Kimimon. Anyway, it's so funny how Raizo's fight with Fukurochi seems to still be going on. I think many people expected this fight to end before. Let's see the All-Stars, but it seems that Fukurochi will stay as long as probably around the time when Orochi ends up biting the dust. And it seems like they've paralyzed each other, but Raizo's on flames, but he says these flames are nothing compared to the heat that Odin faced that day on the boiling thing. So yeah, I do like how Oda just keeps teasing this fight, but it's just a panel. And at some point, someone on YouTube has just got to either just get every manga panel of these 2 fighting and then just do an AMV video of it, or at least cut all the YouTube, all the episode fight scenes with them, then order to 1 episode. Like that. But interesting that Orochi is asking Kurosaki to play a song. So since we know that's actually Momosuke's sister, we do have to wonder when she's going to make a move and possibly, give Orochi the death blow, as that's what she's probably planning and wants to do, actually. Anyway, let's see. Anyway, we get a bit of update. Anyway, I do like how we got a bit of update that yes, Sanji and Zoro are down for the count. They're recovering at the moment. While we see interesting. I do like how the page we have like Law and Kid with their right-hand men shown to still fighting. Of course, the right-hand men fighting grunts while they're fighting Big Mom, of course. Let's see all that stuff. But anyway. But I am curious to see if, like, now that CP0 have taken out X Drake and they're going back to Brock and Robin, I wonder if that means that those 2 end up in a fight again, this time against CP0 agents, or at least a few more, or perhaps maybe more. Perhaps maybe they'll make it to where the other Straw Hats are in the main building, and and then the remaining samurai team up to take them down. I'm not sure. We just have to wait and see what Oda's going to do with these CP agents. But anyway. It's nice to see that. Let's see. Luffy and Kaido still fighting on even terms as they're trying to hit each other. Kaido hits Luffy in the head, but Luffy punches him in the face. And the interesting thing is that we've never really seen from Luffy comment on is how he's enjoying a fight, but Kaido is also. It seems like these two finally starting to have starting to have the thrill of battle, and it seems they're starting to have, or at least Kaido seems to be finally acknowledging Luffy as someone that can actually fight him one-on-one. So I'm excited for that. So it's clear that we're finally cutting back to the Luffy versus Kaido fight, even though we've skipped quite a bit of it. I mean, sometimes that happens in shonen manga, but heck, as long as, let's see, we get quite a bit of the main focus on it, it's all good to me. Overall, I think I'll give this chapter a 8 to 9 out of 10. It is a fun chapter. Let's see, showing just how much Zoro and King are alike. Let's see. Granted, disappointed in the CP0 versus Drake fight being cut off screen, but just shows how, let's see, how powerful they are. At least updates on all the other fights and all that stuff that's going on and what the Straw Hats are doing, such as Usopp rescuing Kimimon, Yamato trying to stop the fire, and the CP0 agents being informed the All-Stars have all been defeated, and of course, that final double page where Luffy and Kaido are fighting each other, and they're having so much fun with it. So, yeah, no doubt we're probably concluding this fight soon. Let's see, we've no doubt that Wano is clearly coming to the final fights. At this point, I don't think we're doing a 5-act structure, and it's going to be more of a 4 acts, which is fine. I guess that might have just been a mistake on One Piece fans' end, but overall, looking forward to it. Granted, I do think Big Mom will be taking out before Kaido, but we'll just have to wait and see. So that's all I have to say. I'm Blue Star Saber, signing off.